rather than record this, because I mean, it's a fun little ship. It's basically the heavy cruiser hybrid. Sorry, hybrid. Um, it's got a little less uh, secondaries. Um, it has less health pool, as you can see. I was checking out the concealment. It's got better concealment uh, than out the Baltimore. We all know the Baltimore. Well, not all of us. I'm sure there are people that haven't played it yet. Uh, but the Baltimore has uh, 203s, three of them, or 3x3, uh, three turrets, three guns each, one or 203s. Then your secondaries are the 127s, 6x2s. Wichita has the same guns, except for there's a little playing around with them uh, with the secondaries, but it equals out to about the same amount of secondaries. But um, I don't know. I haven't come into secondary range with this ship. I've only played it 3 times since I got it. Oh, um, here's the air defense. It's pretty much uh, similar. No, actually, it's different. It's got the Baltimore has the 40 millimeter Beauforts, 12 by 4s, and 127s. Uh, the 5-inch guns. Well, we knew that one. 6x2. To where the Wichita has 20 millimeter 18 by 1. Uh, the 40 millimeter, or actually, this is, yeah, less than an inch. Anyway, 40 millimeter Beaufort MK1s and MK2s, um, which have the same distance. Uh, the 127s are similar, uh, but a little different, and there's 4x1. If you look at the Baltimore and the Wichita and add up all the guns, they amount to basically the same. They're just little mixes here and little mixes there. Um, as I said, the hit points are less, 37.9, or yeah, point 0.9, 37,900. And the Baltimore has 42.4. Uh, and the torpedo protection is 4% on both. Um, so that's why I said the Wichita is basically it's a the heavy cruiser. Um, shoot. Um, even in even with what am I trying to think of? I'm sorry, I just had a brain fart. I was gonna say something, but if you see the light cruiser Cleveland, which is tier 8, has a little less, not much, a little less than the Wichita. 36.9, 37.9. It's got 1,000 hit points more, the Wichita does. We'll jump back to the Cleveland here for a minute. Armor layout scheme. We all know that it's the Wichita is 27, and the uh, Cleveland's 25 on the armored scheme. So very easily, you can smack the piss out of the Wichita just like the Cleveland, heck, for just like the Baltimore for that matter. The way that the um, Citadel sits. So the let's see, the guns are now 165. So pretty much you could take out 203. It's what's let's see if that's 203. Yeah. See it's wow. Well, basically, Wichita is just a mix between more of a heavy cruiser with some aspects of a light cruiser. Speed. The speed of the Wichita is faster. Rudder shift is faster. 6.0, 680 millimeter turn radius at a speed of 33.6 knots. The Baltimore has a 7.8 second rudder shift, 730 meter turning radius, and it goes, I think, 1 kilometer or zero 0.9 kilometers faster than the Baltimore, where the Cleveland is actually got worse rudder shift than a Wichita. They turn about the same, um, but the speed of the Cleveland is actually lower. So, I mean, you would figure a lighter ship, pretty decent engine, should be able to kick it in gear. Nope, not in the American class. The American class, lighter ship, slower down, making it easier target, so everybody can beat the piss out of it. Some days that's how I feel. Alright, I got it on random. I tried, oops, there's a little hiccup. I tried ranked battles, not gonna do ranked battles. Co-op is just, uh, co-op is basically worthless. Um, so random battles it is. Uh, and, well, we all know that can be a pain in the ass, especially if you're a tier 8 and a tier 10 match. Um, again, I like some of the aspects of the Wichita. Um, being angled, you can actually ricochet uh, a lot of rounds off you, unless they hit your guns or your uh, infrastructure. But if they hit your bow and your angle just right, you know, bounce right off you. Um, but that's the problem. You're generally in an area where, well, not generally, I can say almost consistently there's going to be somebody on the outside of you and you're going to be fighting on the inside. um, unless you go straight to the edge of the map and start fighting. Um, Hiding behind islands is a feasible feat. Um, the Wichita, like I said, is fairly fast. Um, it's faster than the Baltimore or the Cleveland. It's got a better turn radius than the Cleveland. I think. I think. Yeah, I think it does. I think it's 630. Cleveland has 660. And it's a minute difference, but it's there. So, here we are, Tier 9, a couple Tier 7s, and we are a Buffalo with less armor. Or, same armor. Buffalo with less hit points. So, and let my, I got my graphics set on extreme high. And so, let's see, I guess we're going to head over towards the oh yeah, Captain's build. Yes, I do have this boat as a concealed boat. I'm going to try and use concealment to help me out better. So, at least there's that. And it's been a while since I've done a cruiser or played on any of the American cruisers. I've been generally sticking to the um, you know battleships. There we go. Oh, there's a fire land up ahead. That can be. Let's see how. I hit him. Let's see. I can't even get in close enough. Trying to. Well, that fire's land. That guy. Yay! It started a fire that he put right out. There's something out here that spotted me. See, and I mean, I could run up there. Matter of fact, I think I will.
Torpedoes, direct front. Ship is on fire.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Enemy battleship detected.
Well, I died. I know I should have done that. But
All stations retreat.
we're gonna die anyways. As you saw, a full broadside against the fire's end and nothing. I couldn't. No, no, basically no citadel. I think I got 2,000 out of them hit points. You know, what's that? What's that gonna do? Freaking fire line. See them? The Soyuz. And now he's gonna get missed if he stays on the side. See, the whole problem is that fires land. And he can pummel you Every, what, 1.6 seconds, 1.3 seconds. So, I mean, a battleship doesn't even have a chance against them. Ah, oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Damn it. It took a Soyuz plus me to beat the fighters land up. You know, something that strong should not be allowed in game. I don't care if this little boat can take on a let's see, fighter line Tier 9, and what is the where is it? Um, let's see here. Oh, I was looking on the enemy team. Tier 9 Soyuz battleship against Tier 9 fighters land a cruiser. Who wins? The fighters land will. And that's what I think is stupid. Let's see. Fighters land, where are you? French? No, John Bart is French. So I don't know what flag that is. Sorry, I don't keep tabs of flags or of the ones that I watch for are the Germans. Now, of course, we got to watch for uh, uh, some Russians, and that's about it. Uh, we got one battleship against four, two cruisers. Ooh, just took out somebody. Battleship. Um, two cruisers and two. What the hell are the? You know, destroyers are supposed to be um, the ones that move forward uh, to, yeah, use the islands, hide behind them, stick your nose out just enough to see what's out there, so that cruisers and battleships are in the background. They get to shoot from relative safety. Yeah, that Turpitz, he probably shit himself. I know if I was him, I'd be doing so. Um, but those torps that uh, he let out died. You know, unless you're gonna shoot him into the smoke, um, or you know you have a visible uh, enemy. Why are you gonna shoot torps to hit the invisible ones? Sometimes you get lucky and you see one ship and you're like, ah, and you launch all your torps, and I've seen it happen. Get two ships with, you know, your launch of torps, which you can't take luck that way. The Kitakaze is just about dead, along with the Prince Ettenberg or Etten, whatever his name is. Whoever, the British ship over there. No, it's a German ship. Sorry. And now it's a sunken ship. Now the Alaska. The mighty Alaska Tier 9 heavy cruiser. I have a Tier 9 heavy cruiser, and it's probably got similar characteristics, just like the Wichita to the Baltimore. Um, don't know what to tell you. Uh, uh, Maybe someday I will actually sit down and
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
uh, utilize my skill. Yeah, that's a
The
funny
enemy is
word
about to
too.
win.
Um, yeah, he's trying to make a run for it. He can't. These other boats can keep up with him. DDs can outpace him, so he's done. Um, right here. See, so I mean, it's hello. Wow. Spaz attack happened. Yes, at the bottom. Yep. Wow. Two people were worse. The, what? Okay. All right. Um, I don't understand, but hey, I did even better than him, and that's sad. He's on a winning side. So both John Bart are on the bottom of each team. All right. Anywho, oops. I hit Turfit's Black. Ooh. Um, the Megami, Japanese. Yeah. Him for 238, 1.8, and then the Fighters Land for 5.5. Then I hit him, the Masashi or whatever. I know I'm hacking the name, but sorry. I hit him and didn't cause any damage. I just love when that happens. I'm not going through any of who did I hit, how much did I hit them, because, well, really don't matter. So this is my ending stats. If this wasn't a team, I wouldn't be getting that. So, but I'd still be getting this. Um, so back to port we go. Um, I know soon here uh, we're gonna get the update instead of 8.10 point whatever. It's gonna be 8.11 or 11. Um, I call it 8.11 probably because uh, way back in the day I used to uh, use the operating system Windows 3.11. So if that tells you anything. Um, so on that, I mean, it its shooting still is uh, not what you would think for that type of boat. I mean, it's like the difference between the Alabama and the North Carolina. Um, you know, they have the same guns. Uh, they have pretty much the same armament. Um, and same weapons. North Carolina is artillery 191 or 91, sorry, and the Alabama is 92. Only due to its is it AA or secondaries? I can't remember, but um, you know, uh, 38 for mobility, 38 for mobility, 37 concealment, 36 concealment. See, it sucks worse. Survivability, 79, um, 82, you know. So this ship is basically this ship, but better. 90 on AA and 91 on AA. So, yeah. And then you have the Massachusetts. Um, the Massachusetts can maneuver better, has got better concealment, has better, about the same AA, a little less in the artillery. That's just because the Mass can't shoot as far. I'm sure there's way you can probably go in and change some of the modulars around. Um, Hello, oh, that's the wrong one. Uh, that's accurate. Y'all know what it is. Now, yes, I took steering. Um, I wanted to be able to maneuver this boat. I got my secondaries. Um, I probably could go with uh, like this. Uh, it would give me a plus 16% on firing range of my main guns. But I took secondary because even my captain has the secondary build to it. It's my New York captain. Um, so, yes, I can uh, shoot better. I'm watching better for torps so that I could actually uh, get out of the way or whatever. Anyways, I've been thinking about taking expert marksman to get my traverse speeds just a little more so they can get around faster. Not much, but a little faster. Um, but then I thought, no, I gotta hold off. I'm almost to level 13 and I need level 14. At level 14, I'm getting manual fire control for secondary armaments. Why? Because that, well, as you see, maximum dispersion of shells from the secondary armament of tier 1 through 6 is 15%, or minus 15%, and the maximum dispersion shell for the secondary armament of tier 7 through 10 is minus 60%. So I'm a tier 8. I'm in the 60 percentile. And yes, I won't be able to uh, be a German secondary battleship, but I'll still. Uh, I already do. As soon as my secondaries start shooting, people are like, "Hey, wait a minute, that's unfair. I'm getting hit by his mains and secondaries." And you can tell that they start panicking because some do, not all. they start doing stupid stuff. But I digress. I digress. I'm sorry I went on a rant. Um, but that's what the Wichita is. Is it's it's basically a heavy cruiser on a light cruiser's uh, chassis. I guess the uh, you just take uh, all the look at it like this. Take all the guns off it and put it on the Wichita. Now, as you see, these are different ships, but that actually looks more like the Wichita. Yes, the American flag. Sorry. But, you know, you change out the main armaments on the Cleveland, put the Baltimore guns on it, and give it a minor, and I do mean minor, armor upgrade. You have the Baltimore, or the Wichita, I should say. Sorry. It would be more Wichita than Baltimore. I do also have my Buffalo, but I don't have a Tier 9. Um, let's see. What do I have? I'll go that route. That's what I have. I had the Albany, the Texas, the Wichita, the Alabama, Massachusetts, Georgia, Russian ship, and another one. Yes, they're both Tier 5. One's a destroyer that actually, I think, sucks. And one's a battleship Tier 5 that is actually fairly decent. The Scharnhorst and the Vampire. But I'm going to let y'all go. I'm sure you're tired of listening to me. Um, I hope to see you out there. I hope you're on my team and we win. And if we don't, it's your fault. All right, I'll let y'all go. Uh, I hope you all have a good day.